What is the dealio? In this video, I'm going to be talking about which time frame is the best to use. What time frame should you be using when you're trading? All right. So I'm going to break that down in this video. Now, when I first started, I had the same question because I was so confused as to which time frame is best because there were so many. You could literally choose any time frame. So we're going to break this down. So I want to make this very, very, very simple for you. Okay. This is how you are not going to get blended in the stock market. Like, this is how you do not get cooked. Okay. So first things first, understanding the time frames. You have 1 minute, 5 minute, 7 minute if you want, 10 minute, 15 minute, whatever time frame you want to create in your TradingView account or wherever platform you're using, you can do that. But every time frame equals the candles. So each candle is going to represent that time frame. So if you're on a 5 minute time frame, each candle is going to be for 5 minutes. So it represents a 5 minute session. 1 hour, 1 hour. Okay. So first things first, the lower the time frame, the less strong the indication. Keep that in mind. If you are trading on the 1 minute time frame, you're going, in my opinion, you're going to lose more money unless you're just super sniper. Okay? Because that 1 minute time frame, those candles last 1 minute. So you don't get a real indication of like where things are going. Okay? I'm going to go in the charts in a minute and show you guys some examples. 5 minute time frame, that lasts for 5 minutes. Okay? 15 minute time frame, that lasts for 15 minutes. So the longer you zoom out, the bigger of a picture you get. So if you're day trading, it depends on when you're taking your trades. Me personally, I don't like taking trades within the first 15, maybe 20 minutes of the market because you don't have any candles to work with. I want to have some candles to work with. I want to see if there's a rejection or something like that. So if you get in, when I first started, I promise you, when market opened and shit started going up, I got in on a call, boom, it got rejected. And then I'll be like, dang, and then I'm down X amount of dollars. I'm scared, I'm sweating, I'm shaking. I'm like, oh man, what should I do, right? It creates this havoc inside you, this chaos, this nervousness, this anxiety, right? So in order to stop that, why don't you, number one, don't take a trade for the first 10, 20 minutes of the market so that you can see the direction of where things are going, okay? And then I like to look at the 15 and the 30 minute time frame to see the direction of the market, to see macro levels, like bigger levels throughout the day. And then I take my trades with my entries on the 5 minute time frame, right? And then when I'm in a trade, I'll be going between the 5 minute and the 15 minute. And if I'm in a trade for a long time and I want to see the trend, if I should stay in longer, I will look at the 30 minute and maybe even the hour. It truly does depend. But if I want to get a long-term viewpoint of like where the stock is going to be going, what's the real trend, I'm going to go to the hour, 30 minute, and the 4 hour, okay? And this is on day trades. On day trades, I'm looking at between the 5 minute to the 30 minute usually every day, right? That's my sweet spot. The hour, sometimes it just depends. Now, if you want to look at, I can look at the daily time frame because I want to see where the setups are coming. So on Sundays, I like to look at the daily time frame to see how stocks performed that past week, to see what the pattern that may be forming. And then when I'm day trading, I'm going to be going at the 5 and the 15 and the 30 minute time frame, right? And I'm going to show you exactly why. But I want you to understand that the lower the time frame, the more efficient you need to be. So if you're a beginner and you don't know how to trade, you should not be trading on the 1 minute time frame because things are going to go way too fast for you. You want to take it nice and slow. That's how I look at it. Take it nice and slow. You ain't got to rush, right? Everybody in the stock market is in such a rush to make money when they're trading options. But when you slow the game down, it gets clearer. I'm a sports player, right? I play sports. So when you slow the game down, you could see clearer, you could perform better, you just go do better. So you want to slow the game down so you can see it clearly. And how do you slow the game down? You look at higher time frames because then you could really see a big picture of where the stock is going. So that way, when you are, if you're in a 5 minute time frame, you could be panicking. But if you zoom out to the 30 minute time frame, you'll be like, man, I just need to be patient. And then if you're patient, you'll see it's going to just keep going down. So when you could couple knowing your levels, your support and resistance levels, And then also knowing your time frames and being able to read the actual candlesticks and understanding the chart patterns, you become very dangerous and very, very, very lethal, right? That's how the game goes. So I'm going to go into charts and I'm going to show you the differences between different time frames, okay? So here we go. All right, so right now we got AVGO pulled up. It doesn't matter the stock. It's about the actual execution of this, okay? So let's look at this. This is the daily time frame. All right, so we're gonna go from the weekly to the daily. I want to zoom out from the top to the bottom. So right here on the weekly chart, AVGO looks it did look bullish until we looked here, right? This is a huge gap down on a weekly basis, right? And then this is a huge green candle, right? So this on a weekly basis, it looks like the stock was just pumping. Now let's go down to the daily time frame. When you look at the daily time frame, you see that AVGO gapped up by from 212 to 180. So it gapped up like $30, $32, right? This gap has to be filled, but you can only see this gap on the daily time frame. And as you can see, these EMAs are getting ready to cross over. So it's looking like it's about to go in a downtrend. And back here, it tried to get to this downtrend, but then it reversed. And then what it did was it created a double top right here. And so double top means it's coming down, right? So it looks like a big, like a M right there. And so these EMAs is about to create a downtrend. And so AVGO will be going down to 180, most likely by the end of the week, if not today. But it's already down $45. So this is the daily time frame. So you can see things daily. Now you go to the 4-hour time frame. You can see it's already on a downtrend on the 4-hour, right? So we keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller, right? A little bit more micro, a little bit more micro. And then we go to the 1-hour time frame. And then you see right here. So you could clearly see that this stock is going down, right? You can see it's the next level is 183. You could clearly see that, okay, on the 1 hour. Now, if we go to the 30-minute, you can still clearly see it, right? But now we start going to the 15-minute. Now we start seeing more green candles, right? So now you can see it came down, hovered right here, and then it went down, right? Then you go to the 5-minute. And then look, this is how people start getting faked out. So let's go to the 1 hour real quick. So the 1 hour to the 5-minute. The 1 hour is it came up here and then it just came straight down, right? But when you go to the 5-minute, it came up, hovered, tried to go up, came down a little bit, tried to go up again, and then came down. So if you're a newbie and you're trading off of the 5-minute and you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm going to get in right here, and then the stock goes up a little bit, and then you get out because you panic, and then the stock ends up going back down. Then you try to get in right here, and then what happens? It goes back up, you get out, you lose more money, and then it goes down more, and then you're just a frustrated trader, right? Because you don't understand the time frames and how to use these time frames properly. If you just go to the 15-minute, you can see a clearer downtrend instead of the 5-minute. So this is how you'll be able to stay in trades longer and make more money. And this is a lesson that I've had to learn, and I continue to get better at this as I continue to trade, right? So the 15-minute time frame, it gives you a better look. The 30-minute time frame, it gives you a better look, right? As to what's really going on. This is clearly going down to this level right here. Today or tomorrow, most likely, it might gap down with the momentum and just hit it, right? But it's clearly going down there. Like there's no question that it's going down there. It's free falling right now. Look at it. It's literally free falling right now, okay? But if you go to the 1-minute time frame, look at the 1 minute. It's going up and down, up and down. It's going down, but there's a lot of uptime. So if you're trading off this 1 minute time frame, you get in right here, it's going to go up. You're going to get out, and then it's going to go down, right? So you want to like kind of, shift your sights to maybe like look at the 5 for an entry on a micro level, but then look at the 15-minute. And then look at the 30-minute, and you could clearly see what is going on with the stock. And this doesn't matter what the stock is, right? So if we go to, it doesn't matter. It does not matter stock. Go to Tesla. Tesla has been pretty bearish for the past week or so. I remember like a week and a half, it was kind of going up, but yeah. But on a daily, it looks like this. But on a 5 minute, you could get in a call in 5 minutes, like right here, right? It went from 392 to 404. That's a $10 move. You could have got in that, right? But the day it is well, let's kind of getting back to its opening price. But if it breaks below opening price, it's probably gonna try to test right here. We'll probably like test like right here. And then if it breaks below here, then we might see this today or tomorrow. Right. But yeah, so that's the 5 minute time frame. So you need to understand these time frames and really how to trade them. I like to make this stuff very simple. Day trading, depending on, are you scalping? Do you plan on only being in a trade for 2 minutes? Then you could trade off the 5, right? You could make good money scalping. If you're going to be day trading and holding it all day, you need to know what the day's trend is so that you can stay in that and get to the certain levels that the stock is going to get to and it's going to go to, right? So I think the bread and butter, a good rule of thumb is slow your trading down, trade off of the entries on maybe the 5 minute, and then look at the 15 and the 30 minute. You could be in a trade for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you could go make 20, 30% on your money on a consistent daily basis and go change your life or go increase your profits. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share. That's time frames. I want to make this very, very, very simple because it does not have to be complex. Don't let this stuff confuse you. Let it empower you to know exactly what to do. All right, so that's what I got for you. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna see you guys on the next episode, the video. Always remember, get out of your head and get into this world, because your head, it's a dangerous place to live. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Peace.